Walking past my breakfast nook the other day, I had to stop and think, wait a minute. This could be way better. I got it. And if you're wondering what I'm looking at, this is what I'm looking at. This is our breakfast nook area, and honestly, it's really pretty, but these two chairs right here drive me insane. We're constantly doing like a side semi-shake just to get past them, so I figured let's put a big bench right here in front of the window. But first, we need a cocktail because now this is a cocktail in DIY or DIY and cocktail page, whichever way you want to put it. And so now that we're ready, we're going to start by removing the trim, which is definitely the easiest part of this whole entire job. This is what it looks like once the trim is removed. We did not waste any time, started with some 2x4s and started nailing, drilling, doing all the things, creating the base for the bench area, which is the more time-consuming part of the job, but way more fun whenever you have a partner like my husband, who definitely pulls all the weight whenever it comes to the tougher jobs. We decided to go with 3 actual pieces for this whole entire bench. That way they're nice and snug. Here I'm showing you how we were actually setting it up for one of the smaller pieces, creating all the pieces to eventually make boxes. Decided to go with the circle saw to make some room for the plugins on the wall. My husband swears by pre-drilling the screws in first. It always makes it so much easier to just go ahead and attach all the other pieces. Now we're rocking and rolling. You can start to see these boxes come together, flipping it over, doing the other side, and adding the rest of the pieces. Honestly, I'm just here for moral support at this point. As you can see, my husband's pulling all the weight here. Flipping it over, we're going to add the top, and finishing off this piece by adding the rest of the screws. Look at me, you go girl. And then of course it cuts to my husband. I swear I'm in these projects. Someone has to film it though, you know? Making sure this piece is nice and tight, moving on to the larger piece, and screwing all the rest of the things in. Had to take it upstairs to make sure that all fits. And of course it did, nice and snug. This is part 1 of our breakfast nook bench. Stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow.